All right, folks, here's one of the biggest problems we have with our puppies, getting them to walk on a leash. And if you've already tried with your pup, I'm sure he's bucking and jumping like a little 2-year-old colt, right? Trying to fight away. So we're going to show you a couple of little basic facts about leash walking, and then we're going to put them into play here. First off, when you got your dog or any animal on a leash, remember this: guaranteed, absolute, never fail rule. For every action there is
reaction.
A reaction, right? So if I pull,
Your dog's gonna pull.
so if I'm pulling this way, he's gonna pull that way. There you go. Y'all been there, done that, I can already tell. So your pups are gonna jump up and down. Some of them will flip themselves over, scream, right?
Yes.
So the first year of your pup's life is bonding time. I don't care what anyone says about 2 weeks to bond, 6 weeks to bond, 8 weeks. The first year, in my opinion, of your pup's life is your and his bonding time. That's his time to learn about the world, to get absolute total faith in you and everything you say and do. Why do you want to take that time period and turn it into a wrestling match? It just beats me. So remember, our concept here with lifestyle training is we're not going to make a pup do anything. We're going to do what, Carrie? We're going to make them...
We want them to want to do it.
We're going to make them want to do everything. So same thing's going to apply with the leash walking. Now these two little munchkins, they got a stick to steal from each other, but we're going to have Miss Carrie put them on a leash. And if you if you start them out this way with this leash, and start with the word heel, because everyone wants their dog to heel. We're not going to ask the dog to walk strictly like military at our left side, like you see in the show ring or the military dogs doing. We're just wanting to start introducing the idea that the word heel means let's walk together, okay? Now Colt wants to go there, so we might get a chance to demonstrate well. And these pups have had leash work. So we'd like to get green ones, but we didn't get that opportunity. McCoy is going to let him out to the end of the leash, Carrie. I'll hold McCoy.
Yeah.
Come here, McCoy. McCoy.
I should have put him up.
Yep.
There, I'll give you a hot dog. There, you have one.
Come on, buddy.
You go over there, McCoy. The joys of puppyhood.
Okay, so at the end of your leash,
Okay.
you're going to have your pup at the end of your leash, and all you have to do, say his name, but then you can take up your slack and show him the treats.
Colt.
Now, just notice when she gave it a little tug on that leash, he immediately backed up. You don't want to get him in a heel. We're just going to walk.
Oh, sorry.
It's just walking. This is just learning how to walk. But you just saw the first step in teaching the pup to heel. Once he understands, what we're teaching him here is the word heel means let's take a stroll. He has a reason to follow you. Remember, dogs will do anything you ask if you give them a reason to do it. So we just gave him a reason to start walking with that word heel. Now, and you notice in the beginning she's going to bend over and help him a little bit. As the dog gets used to doing it, always start with the word heel. Always step off with your left foot first. Now, as the pup progresses, she can stand up straight and simply say the word, start walking, and there's the pup walking right along with her. If at times he stops and balks, all you have to do is give him a little pop pop and say that word again. Remember, as you saw in the last video, the number 2, part 2, it's all about creating a conditioned response. If these puppies do any command you give them only one way, and that's the right way, for the first 6 months of their life, that's the only way they're going to know how to respond for the rest of their life. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking to get in all these repetitions that create that famous conditioned response so that you have a dog who listens to everything you say the first time you say it for the rest of their life. So you saw how Carrie moved in the very beginning. She lured the puppy around behind her and up, and then brings her hand up. Well, if you've been practicing that discipline recall, that front command that we showed you in part 1, and I think we did we do that in the very first exercise? Maybe not. But we're going to teach you how to get your dog to automatically sit whenever this is your hand signal. We're going to get into some of that stuff next week. We're going to start, at this point, your pup, if you started this when your puppy was 10 weeks old, 8 to 10 weeks old, he's at 16 weeks. This is when his little brain is developed enough that he can start putting together complex moves where he's coming to a position, sitting, these sort of things. 2 or 3 different behaviors on one word command.
Right.
So we're going to start next week teaching basic obedience with all these pups. And we'll get into socialization and some tricks you can play to make sure you have a well-temperamented, confident dog throughout the rest of his life who not only listens to you, but is a joy to be around. So see y'all next week.